What's up with you? For today's video, with a full Magikarp evolution team. We've got Magikarp and Gyarados. So this is going to be my final Sword and Shield battle style video. I guess Scarlet and Violet's coming out in a few days, so we're going to be going on with that game basically soon as it comes out. So we got the abilities Rattled, Swift Swim, Intimidate, and Moxie. So some great abilities that Magikarp has. And of course, Magikarp's one of my favorite Pokemon, if you didn't know that already. I'm sure you did though. We got 3 battles today with this team. Our first battle, this one is against Ty. Now, I was waiting for this team actually to use Mega Gyarados. I wish it was a Mega Magikarp, but yeah, unfortunately I don't think Mega's coming back anytime soon, so we may as well get the team done. If they do come back in the future, sure, I'll give it a revamp. Alright, my first Pokemon here is going to be Magikarp. Who likes Magikarp and Gyarados? Let me know in the comment section of the video. And also I'd like to say this little moment to thank you everyone that has watched all my videos Sword and Shield related over the last 3 years. Absolutely appreciate it for everyone that tuned into my videos over that whole period of time. I'll be doing a Scarlet and Violet stream, and it'll be a marathon stream as soon as it drops, so I hope to see you there. Anyway, back to the battle here. We're going to go for Dynamax Magikarp on your PIMPNITE channel. We got a Choice Specs Magikarp here, and it only has Hydro Pump as its move. Look at that brilliant animation there, firing out the back of its spin. And that is going to be enough to take out the Magby in one shot. I was a little bit scared of Magby, so I had to give that Dynamax hit. The ability for this Magikarp is Swift Swim. Obviously, we're going to be doubling its speed. I've got Modest Nature and Max Speed as the EV speed on this Magikarp. Next Pokemon's going to be Mantike. I was like, okay, I should be alright. It's not going to do very much damage, but at least it'll do something. As long as it doesn't have Water Absorb. And of course, it had Water Absorb, so I'm completely, awed by this Mantike. Now, Mantike's going to pop that Aqua Ring up there. I really have no choice to swap the Magikarp out of Dynamax and swap in another Pokemon. But yeah, I was going over some of my Sword and Shield battle. It's been a very, very interesting era of battle. So, I hope that I can bring you some amazing content for Scarlet and Violet, which is coming up there for sure. So, sort of the plan here is I'm going to do the stream and of the Scarlet and Violet, and I'll probably be doing that for, I'd say that it'll probably take a few days to thoroughly go over the main game and stuff like that. And, then I'll be starting some of my content. So, it should be really cool covering all the new Pokemon strategies and stuff like that. So, definitely make sure you tune to the channel. I won't be uploading all the parts, like the whole walkthrough in one day anymore. I'm just going to be doing a stream on it, and that that stream will be, I'll leave that one up on YouTube so you can watch it back at your own leisure. So, yes, just giving people sub boxes a little bit of rest there. Next Pokemon is going to be Tyrogue. It activates my Magikarp's Rattle, which is amazing. So the rain is going to stop here, but Magikarp did get that speed boost. This is a Focus Sash Rattled set with Flail, Bounce, Tackle, and Splash. Unfortunately, the Tyrogue is going to fade there due to the Flame Orb. It seems to be a gut set. Next Pokemon is going to be Bonsai. I wonder if you guess what my opponent's team is. You should be able to guess this one. So I can't do a lot here. I mean, I can break it Sturdy if it does have Sturdy. I'm not entirely sure. But what I'm going to try and do here, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for a Bounce. I might be able to get a lucky Paralysis here. So I may as well get, some sort of extra bit of damage there. So it's going to go for a Double Edge, which tells me straight away that it's not Sturdy, it's Rockhead, and I got some quality damage there and the Paralyze. So that was like super, super lucky they're getting that. Now the Bonsai is going to be going for a Double Edge there, and that is going to be the end of my Magikarp number 2. That was Max Speed and Max Attack out of nature. We're going to go into my Magikarp from before. This is the Choice Spec set. I was like, this should hit pretty hard. The only thing I was a little bit worried that I could miss. So firing off that Hydro Pump right there at the Bonsai doesn't take it out. So obviously I'm saying they're running max health on it and max attack. Here comes the Double Edge on my Magikarp. Magikarp misses a second Hydro Pump, and now Bonsai is going to be able to swiftly take it out with a Double Edge. That's very, very unfortunate. I could have easily taken it out, but I guess that's how it goes if it actually moves. Next Pokemon is going to be Gyarados. So this is my Moxie set. So Moxie obviously is a very, very overpowered ability. So I picked virtually the worst moves you could have on a Gyarados. We've got Tackle, Rock Smash, Bite, and Dragonet. Lumberry as the item, Max Attack, and Max Speed, Jolly Nature. So we're going to drop that Bonsai real quick there for a nice and easy Moxie, boosting my attack at one stage. The other Gyarados was a special set as well. I'll get to that in a second. So next Pokemon is going to be Munchlax. Like, okay, well, I can go for a Rock Smash here. You know, that'll be a, should be a 2-hit KO. Let's see how it goes. So go for that Rock Smash on Munchlax. Easy 2-hit KO there. And, you know, to top it off, I even got the defensive drop. Unfortunately, this Munchlax is going to be eating a Citrus Berry. It's like, okay, well, you know, after that defensive drop, I'll still be able to take it out and get another Moxie. At least I thought I'd get another Moxie, but it used counter. So that's going to be the end of my Gyarados. It got wrecked there. So I've only got one more Pokemon left, and I've still got 3 Pokemon to deal with here. So this Gyarados is a special set, and it's got Intimidate as the ability. I want to use all 4 abilities on this team. I've got Potato Berry as the item, Hurricane, Hydro Pump, Fire Mist, and Thunder Mist. Max Special Attack, Modest Nature, and Max Speed. Now, this Munchlax clearly has thick fat. That's why my attacks aren't doing very much. And it's also a Metronome Munchlax. So it's got counter and it's got Metronome. So Vine Whip does some thumping damage there. I'm going to miss my move. I mean, Hydro Pump is the most powerful move I've got here. And I've also got Hurricane, but it's not quite as accurate. So we're going to Brave Bird Munchlax here. Only on Pimp Night Channel. Did pretty good damage considering. And the good thing about that, it is going to take a little bit of recall damage here. So firing off another Hydro Pump at the Munchlax. I'm going to need one more to actually take it out. I was worried that it might get something like Explosion or something like that. It is going to get Razor Shell. So I'm going to get hit by a little shell there. Hoping for no defensive drops there. It didn't happen, but I did get critical hit. Now, Gyarados is going to go for its final... I think this is its second last or final Hydro Pump on the Munchlax because I've used quite a few of that already. So bye-bye Munchlax, you know, unnecessary crit there, but of course I got the crit right at the end. Next Pokemon is going to be Togepi, and this little Togepi is also shiny as well. So I've got one more Hydro Pump there. So we're going to go for that, and it's going to land on Togepi. I was kind of curious whether it's going to be a, I don't know, Everlight set or like Sash or something like that. It's definitely Everlighted, and it's going to be having Nasty Plot as a boosting move. Like, uh-oh, I don't know what sort of move this is going to have, but I hope that I can take this out in the next shot, or maybe get a confusion. So go for Hurricane on the Togepi. It doesn't quite take it out. It was so close. And now Togepi, and it's going to go for the Ancient Power. Who Togepi'd and didn't flush? Now I'm going to go for another attacking move here. Togepi actually fails to take me out, but he got an Ancient Power little boost there. So that's got a lot. I'm going to get a Potato Berry boost here as well. So we sort of both got a boost on the same turn. So I went for the Fire Blast. It was my most accurate move, and that's going to be enough to take out Togepi, which is good. I would have, you know, really hated to miss that one because I obviously would have lost. Last Pokemon is going to be Mantike here. Now, this Mantike dodged a Thunder from earlier on. I was like, I have to go for Thunder. It's my only way to take out Mantike in one move here. Thunder is going to land on the Mantike, and it is going to get one shot there. And that, my friends, is the very first battle. I hope you enjoyed that one. It was looking pretty bad there for a while at the start, but I managed to claw my way back there with the old Moxie Rock Smash Gyarados and the special Gyarados. Let's get on to battle number 2 here. This is a battle against Arts, and I think we might have a team here. Of course, if you can guess it, let me know in the comment section of the video. So, yesterday I did upload a video too based on my favorite Generation 8 Pokemon, so make sure you check that out if you haven't already. These are sort of the 2 send-off videos I want to do for Sword and Shield. So Eevee is going to be our first Pokemon. I couldn't help myself. I'm going to go for a Dynamax Magikarp again and go for Max Geyser. I want to see if I can get a KO with this Pokemon in one shot, you know? So it's going to be very interesting. I wonder if we're actually going to get any more Pokemon news at this point because we haven't even had the middle evolutions or final evolutions revealed yet. It's crazy, right? Like, has this ever happened before? Like, they've never ever revealed them? Like, maybe in the early days there, but definitely not like in the recent, like it's quite unusual that they haven't even released them. They'll probably put a trailer out like, you know, tonight as I'm releasing this video. Well, you watch that happen. So anyway, go for the Dynamax Max Geyser, and yeah, it doesn't do too much damage to Eevee, about over half its health. So it's a, you know, a nice clean 2-hit KO. So Magikarp now has the rain up there, and the Eevee actually went for a double endured. The second one's going to fail. They're trying to stall up my Dynamax there. I know what they're trying to do. So that's going to be the end of the Eevee, which is good. And I've got one Pokemon down, Magikarp, which is good too, because Magikarp doesn't really take out too many Pokemon. Now, speaking of Magikarp, I will be doing a updated Magikarp sweep in Generation 9. I hope I can get Hoping Gen 1, week 1, I can get it going. If not week 2, I'll do that. That's normally when a lot of the newer people on, we might be able to get some fresh salt. So going for the Hydro Pump here on the incoming Luxray. I'm like, what's this going to do? And it's going to go for a Thunder Wave. So it's going to slow down my Magikarp here. Maybe they think that I've got like Focus Sash or something like that, and they're trying to like paralyze me. But I do have the Swift Swim, so Magikarp is still going to be kind of fast, you know, because of its ability. So I'm out of Dynamax now. I'm just going to go for Hydro Pump. I still outsped the Luxray, which is cool. And Hydro Pump on top of that is going to land too. And on top of that, it actually critical hits and takes out the Luxray. I never would have expected that. We've got a Magikarp sweep on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. So now I'm going to go for another Hydro Pump. The only thing was my Hydro Pump was sort of running out of gas. I only had a couple of PP left. And now we got an Absol coming in. This was definitely a desperation Dynamax. You can't look at it any other way than that. I mean, Magikarp are taking out half the team. So I don't know what sort of set this, this Absol is going to be, but I'm sure it's absolutely amazing. So I'm going to go for Hydro Pump. Now, Hydro Pump to a Absol's probably not going to do that much, especially in Dynamax. It's also going to outspeed me as well. So here comes Max Darkness, and that is the end of my Magikarp. I tried, people. I tried for that fresh Hydro Pump Magikarp sweep. I got pretty close. I got half the team down. Now, the next Pokemon I'm going to bring in here, I was thinking, well, I'm not sure if it's physical or special. How about we bring in Magikarp, you know? This one has a Focus Sash. I'll be able to live, like, you know, another turn. However, these Absol's going to go for, I believe at this point, that was Stone Edge, or it's got Ancient Power. One of those two moves, and Magikarp would have lived this turn if it wasn't for the sand going up there. So now the Absol is going to get another turn to use whatever Dynamax move it's going to use against my Gyarados, which is very unfortunate. So I got a little bit of flail damage there, but no way, you know, enough to even remotely close to take out an Absol. So that's the end of my second Magikarp. We're going to go into my next Gyarados, which is my, this is the special set actually. Now the reason I went into that is because it's a physical set, and I'm starting to think after this, especially after this attacking move hit me, I was like, yeah, that's definitely Stone Edge. So that's doing a lot of damage, and at the same time, it's also critting too. So I'm like, I bet you this is like a super luck set. I bet you. So now the Absol is finally over in its Dynamax. I'm like, I have to try and get this happening. So going into my Gyarados here, this is a Moxie set. So I'm like, if I can outspeed this Absol, get a Dragon Dance up, and then go for the Rock Smash, that'll be enough to take an Absol, right? Absol isn't very bulky. So boosting my attack and speed here, because Rock Smash was still a 2-hit KO. The Stone Edge is going to connect on my Gyarados, like, uh-oh. Oh, no, and it is a sweep there. Absol, unfortunately, ended up sweeping the rest of my team. I thought I was going to get a Magikarp sweep, but I got reverse sweep there by the critting Absol. Unfortunately, actually, all of my team got one-shotted by, I guess you could say. They just didn't do enough damage. Let's get on to the battle number 3 here. It was really good, but then it turned into a disaster. This is the battle against Dark, and we got a 4 versus 6 Pokemon team here today. Now, the first Pokemon is Snorlax, and its nickname Seduce Me. All right, let me just quickly get, I don't know. Well, how would you seduce? I don't know. You probably give Snorlax some food, I guess. You know, probably like that. Maybe double quarter pounder. What else do we get? A Big Mac. Maybe you know, something from Hungry Jack's as well, and a little bit of chicken treat. So we've got a Snorlax of Metro, and it got Stealth Rock. I'm like, are you serious? That's really, really lucky getting that, because that's going to get rid of my Focus Sash on my Magikarp, and it's going to hurt both my Gyarados too, swapping in being the flying type. So not a very good start to the battle. In comes Steelix. It's called Water Me. I was like, you know what? I am going to water you. Let's see what happens here. So throwing that Hydro Pump right out of my tail there, and that's going to take the Steelix down to its sturdy. So it's like, okay, wait, no, Focus Sash, not sturdy. Well, same thing anyway. And it's going to have weakness. Wait, not weak. It's an Absorb Bulb. An Absorb Bulb Steelix. Unfortunately for the old Steelix there, Magikarp is going to land the second Hydro Pump, and it is going to faint. So I'm guessing that would have been using an attacking move afterwards there. Poor Steelix isn't very fast, so it got outsped. Now, the next Pokemon is going to be Whimsicott. So Whimsicott, I really can't do a lot to here. It's going to go for Beat Up. So I guess it's like I don't know, maybe a King's Rock set. Beat Up is going to be doing like 5 hits there, because the opponent still has 5 Pokemon remaining in their team. So Magikarp took a solid 5 hits there. It took a well too. I just wanted to get some damage to Hydro Pump. I knew there wasn't any point swapping out either. I wasn't really sure what other moves that Whimsicott would be doing. Now the Whimsicott's going to go for a U-turn this time on my Magikarp. That's not going to be up to fainted. I guess it is physical Whimsicott. You know, its attack isn't the greatest in the world. Now the next Pokemon to come in here is going to be Cryogonal, and it's called Let It Go. So, you know, let it go, let it go. So I'm going to go for Hydro Pump. It missed on Cryogonal, and I'm going to go for a second one, which is going to land, which is really nice. Now, Cryogonal has got a lot of special defense, so it eats it like a snack, and now it's going to go for Night Slash. It's a physical set. Night Slash is going to be able to take my Magikarp out there, which is very, very sad. You know, you did a solid job, though, Magikarp. We're going to go to second Magikarp. This is the Flail set, but I don't know. I don't know whether I can get some damage off here. So I thought I might go second there, but I outsped it, got a Flail up. The Cryogonal is going to go for a self-destruct. That's why it's called Let It Go. You just got to let it go, people. Magikarp is going to fake that, and so is Cryogonal. I wonder how they get self-destruct. Like, is that like an avalanche or something like that when Cryogonal like uses self-destruct? Next Pokemon is going to be my Gyarados. And now this is the this was this is the special set. So out comes Alakazam. It's called I'm Back. I'm not sure what it's called that. I got no U'd by Inner Focus, which, you know, is fine. And now it's going to go for Giga Impact. It's got a normal gem. Maybe they've used this before in the past. I'm not sure. So here comes a normal gem, Giga Impact. Look at them spoons flying right at me in the face. Gyarados lives on 69 health. That was so close out. I also got critical hit him. Now, the good thing about this, I'm going to eat my Potato Berry, get that boost, and now I can land my attacking whip on the Alakazam, which is Hurricane. So Hurricane doesn't take it out. You know, Alakazam's special defense is actually not too bad, and now I'm going to finish off with the Fire Blast there, but I almost lost to a Giga Impact Alakazam. That would be very, very sad. So pretty cool set. Next Pokemon's going to be the Snorlax called Seduce Me. I need to get some damage on this thing. We've had a Munchlax, now we've had a Snorlax. What's going on here? So go for that Hydro Pump on Snorlax. That does a lot more to the, to the Snorlax than it did to that Munchlax earlier on. And we've got another Metro, and it's got Magic Powder. Now, Magic Powder is actually going to turn me into a Psychic type, so now I'm not going to get stabbed from Hydro Pumps. Like, I actually don't think this Hydro Pump will faint the Snorlax now, because I don't have any stab water type moves, and it did like, you know, marginally less there. Now the Snorlax are going to go for another Metronome, and it's going to go for Dracon Meteor, and the Dracon Meteor is coming in hot, people. Here it comes. Gyarados is getting a little bit scared at the moment here, and it's going to take me out. Man, I got wrecked there. So I've only got one more Pokemon left. I'm like, okay, the time is ripe for a Moxie sweep, you know. So I can go for Gyarados, and I can, matter of fact, I could go for Dragonets here or for Rock Blast. I don't sort of trust this Snorlax. So I was like, let's just get one Dragonets up here, and like, imagine if it gets like Wild Charge or even an Electric type move, I'll be in a lot of trouble. So getting a boost in attack and speed there, Snorlax is now going to go for Metronome, and it gets Rock Polish. It's going to polish its rocks. But after my Gyarados got a Dragonets up, you know, matter of fact, I don't even think it's Snorlax can outspeed Gyarados because it's just so slow. So go for a Disrespect Tackle here, and that is the end of Seduce Me. So that bye-bye Snorlax there. I've got a Moxie, so now I've got +2 in attack. I've got this Whimsicott left, and there's one other Pokemon. So in comes Whimsicott. I know that I can outspeed it here, and instead of going for attacking move, it's going to go for Taunt. I was actually pretty close to going for Dragonets there too, you know. I just thought I could get another free boost up. So I ended up going for Tackle. Tackle was a 2-hit KO. You'll probably never hear that one again in your life. And it's got a Rocky Helmet as the item. So my Gyarados ended up taking, you know, some more damage there. But that's all good. Now there's one more Pokemon left, and there hasn't been a Dynamax either. So I got another +3 in attack there. So that's, yeah, 3 now. The last Pokemon is going to be, we got Zygarde, 69%. So I'm going to go for Dynamax here, and I know the Zygarde is also going to be going for that too. And I was thinking, I was like, well, I think this is going to be, you know, Power Construct Zygarde as well, which, you know, it does get a fair bit of bulk to it, but I'm confident my attacks can do some damage here, right? I mean, I've got Tackle, I've got Rock Smash, and I've got Bite. They're, you know, they're very, very powerful attacks and stuff like that. I haven't seen a Dynamax Zygarde here for a while. But yeah, I've got these moves ready to go. I don't know what sort of set this is going to be though. And Gyarados doesn't have a lot left there in the health department at the moment. You know, whether this Pokemon, if it does live, is going to have a lot in the health department, you know. So here we go, people. I know that I'll outspeed it because I've got that Dragon Dance going there. I went for the max startness. That's my most powerful move at this point, and it did a lot of damage. Did not take it out though. It was very, very unfortunate. Now the Zygarde is going to have its special defense dropped, and it's going to go for max strike. I'm like, I wonder whether it can outspeed me this turn. You know, I do have Dragon Dance up, but it did do a lot of damage. That makes me think it's coming from something like, I don't know, it has to be a really weak move. Maybe something like, I don't know, Snore? A special set? It's got a Sticky Barb as well, and then I sense the presence of 69 Pokemon, and it's going to get a lot of health back. So it's a Sticky Barb Zygarde with Power Construct there. Always like that animation. So here we go. We got the big perfect Zygarde here. I wonder if Zygarde's going to be back in Generation 9. I actually don't even know. So I'm going to go for Max Knuckle here, boosting my attack up. I need to because this thing is a lot more bulkier, way more health. So I feel confident on the next attack I can take it out. So here comes the max strike here from the Zygarde. I'm at 98 and it's pulled me down to about 50. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. You know, I can live that. I'm going to live this on about, I reckon about 5 health, somewhere around there. So some more Sticky Barb damage from the Zygarde. Zygarde is now going to outspeed me. I reckon this is going for Snore. I reckon it definitely is. That was enough to take my Gyarados out. Like, I just lost to a Sticky Barb Zygarde. Only on PIMPNITE channel, people. And that is the end of the battle. Sticky Barb Zygarde was just simply too strong. Hope you enjoyed it, people. I'll catch you for the final Sword and Shield battle. Peace, people.